who am I? And furthermore, what do I want? What makes you itch? That's the most important investigation anyone can make. But you don't find this out until you investigate it. So I always ask the question, what would you like to do if money were no object? How would you really enjoy spending your life? Because if you say that money is the most important thing, you will spend your life completely wasting your time. Forget the money. After all, if you do really like what you're doing, you can eventually become a master of it. And then you'll be able to get a good fee for whatever it is. Therefore, it's so important to consider this question. What do I desire?
If we can see things for what they are, if we can see what they could be, if the plastic we use, we never throw away, if the end of one thing could be the beginning of the next. If we know that less can create more. If we can return, we reciprocate, we regenerate. If we are here for others, if we can work as a team, all we have to do is connect, and the world opens up. The future is about giving back.
Hey, you gonna do this or what? You gotta do it. And keep doing it. Do it big. Bigger. Hit it. Stepping up. Always take the risk. Don't just watch it with one hand behind your back.
One now.
Do it blindfolded.
Next.
Do a joint endorsement deal. Say you shouldn't.
Section 43C, no rope swing over canyon ducks.
Like what's happening? Do what they say you can't.
Can you?
Because there are those who don't and those who do. Yes, sir. Let's do.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions. With exclusive access.
Ready to go?
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app.
In the WAC, we value sportsmanship on the field,
on the track, on the court, in the pool,
and in the stands.
We take pride in playing.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, inside the UCCU Center. I'm Kyle Bruder alongside Dylan Harrison. The Wolverines are set to host the Cougars of Chicago State in the first conference game of the year. Interesting, we see Neha Sohail jumping in the middle, even though Josie Williams is starting, and Neha got the tip. Let's go ahead and get to your starters real quick. Utah Valley kind of throws a pass away, but Maria Carvalho is able to clean it up. First for Utah Valley, Maria Carvalho. We also have Neha Sohail, number 21, number 35, Jordan Holland, number 40, Josie Williams, and also number 23, Madison Grange. And for the visiting Cougars of Chicago State, we have number 2, Taylor Robinson. We also have number 10, Taisha Bowers, number 20, Bethany Karstens, number 22, Inez Mata-Boix, and last but not least is Courtney Crane, number 23. They're coached by Misty Opat in her second season as head coach, and have to give the nod to head coach Dan Nielsen of Utah Valley in his first season. Utah Valley at the free throw line. Free throw is no good. Holland couldn't quite track it down. You don't see Josie Williams miss too many free throws, but she misses a pair.
Yeah, Josie Williams, she's coming off a fantastic last game here at home against Ottawa, where she set a career high and led the way for the Wolverines. She ended up finishing with 20 points, 9 of 13 shooting in just 15 minutes of play. So she played outstanding in that last home matchup, and we'll look to see what she can do here this evening.
Holland inside, fires one up, can't connect, but she will head to the free throw line. Couple of quick fouls on Chicago State, and speaking of Chicago State, they were able to draw first blood as Mata Boyks was able to knock down the jumper, so Chicago State leads 2-0. Holland gets every part of the rim but no net, so no good on the free throw. The Wolverines, kind of strange, 0 of 3 to start from the free throw line.
Yeah, typically we see
4.
Both Josie Williams and Jordan Holland shoot it at a high percentage from the free throw line, but maybe some more New Year's Eve, post-New Year's Eve jitters here going on for the Wolverines.
More free throws coming, 2 more for Josie Williams. She missed a pair a moment ago. The Wolverines, this is their 5th and 6th trip to the free throw line already, and we haven't seen a minute go by. This free throw is good. The Wolverines are on the board. Williams sees them both go through. We're tied at 2. Alexandria Cliff for Chicago State will check in. Senior 6-foot forward. Karstens, she's going to pull the trigger. That one's no good. Rebounded by Neha Sohail.
Utah Valley looking to string together their 3rd consecutive win. This is their first game headed into conference play here against Chicago State. And Chicago State, they're looking for their first win of the season, actually. They have yet to win, so they're coming out firing, and it's 4-4 here early on.
Bowers knocks down the jumper, but before that, maybe the most aggressive drive that I've seen Madison Grange take, and then she follows it up with a beautiful pass inside to Holland. Holland could have been called for a travel. She doesn't. Josie Williams able to get inside and score. 4 points now for Williams. Bowers, who just knocked down that jumper, picks up her dribble. Bowers drives, beautiful pass inside. Oh, Mata Boyks was blocked, but Holland is called for the foul in the process. So, first trip to the free throw line for Chicago State. These officials are very quick to blow the whistle today.
Yeah, they're definitely blowing the whistle here early on, and that's something that you expect from officials. They like to, call the ticky ones early so they can get a good free-flowing game, here as the game progresses. So, I like the job by Jordan Holland contesting that shot. She looked like she got some ball, but she definitely got a little bit of body there as well.
Mata Boyks is able to knock down the free throw. We're tied up at 6. Carvalho up on the right wing. She's going to lob it up top. Williams kind of lost her footing, but was able to gather and score on the left side of the basket. There is just no answer for Josie Williams inside. I got a feeling we're going to get real used to the sound of that whistle today, Dylan.
Yeah, they're calling 2 hands every time here on the defenders. As we see, 5 fouls here already in first period. Chicago State, they've got a short bench here on the road, so they got to be more careful than Utah Valley. But both teams, they got to get in better position with their feet.
Tied up at 8. Chicago State is 3 of 4 from the field, while Utah Valley 3 of 3. Make that 3 of 4 as Williams misses the little jumper. But Chicago State has been on fire to start things off. Mata Boyks, can she do it again? This one's short. I mean, it was long. It wasn't short.
I I like the decision by Mata Boyks, coming up, no hesitation, pulling that jumper. As we see Josie, that's something she's got to finish right there.
That was just kind of an awkward angle. I think she's so used to getting contact down there that when there is none, it's almost more awkward to try and shoot the ball without contact.
Yeah, and that's one of those shots right there that you see the guards, they've got a little more finesse, right, when you're working up under the basket, whether it's a reverse or using your offhand, that sometimes the bigs just don't have in their arsenal, because they're bigger than everyone. And Madison Grange, sharp shooter, as we know, always knocking them down.
She's been coming alive the last few games. Playing with, I don't know what happened. I don't know I don't know where credit needs to go, if it's just to her, if it's Coach Nielsen and the staff or teammates, but I feel like we're seeing a completely different Madison Grange. She's always been able to shoot the ball well, but she's playing with a different level of confidence. Jordan Holland is able to get through the contact and score. And, well, I guess maybe not technically. The ball's sitting in the net still, so maybe that, I'm just kidding. Jensen is able to save the day. Megan Jensen checked into the game. She had a pretty solid game the other day as well. Finished with 13 points.
Yeah, she did really well.
Free throw no good for Holland. Jensen keeps it alive. Sohail sends it on up to Carvalho. Holland has that lane, but got her pocket picked. Great defensive play. We'll have a jump ball. Coach Opat was really calling for a timeout, but didn't get it. Alexis Cortez will check into the game, and out goes Neha Sohail.
Yeah, it's one of those possessions, right, where Utah Valley's got a second chance opportunity with the offensive rebound on the missed free throw, but just some active defense by Chicago State, able to cause a turnover.
Crafty move, couldn't connect, but an offensive rebound gives an open look from three for Karstens, and she knocks it down. 13-11, Utah Valley up 2, but it's really been just kind of back and forth scoring the entire way through the first. Both teams shooting the ball well. Chicago State 50%, Utah Valley at 71%.
Yeah, I want to see some more energy and enthusiasm out of Utah Valley. They're a little quiet right now. They're not really talking to each other. I'm not seeing the fire that we saw the last two games. Chicago State, they're over here. They haven't won yet, right? But they're screaming, cheering each other on, helping each other out, whether it's on the floor or from the bench. Utah Valley, they gotta start picking things up here a little bit.
Utah Valley continuing to struggle from the free throw line, now 2 of 8 as Jensen misses the front end. She'll get one more. And Chicago State is in the penalty now. 2 team fouls on Utah Valley, 5 team fouls on Chicago State. There's 5 minutes left to play, so Utah Valley may see a few more trips to the free throw line, but they're going to have to start knocking them down or it's not going to matter.
Yeah.
Holland is going to get called for the offensive foul. She got a little too aggressive with Crane. We'll have immediate timeout on the floor. Utah Valley up 14-11, 4:52 left here in the first quarter. Stick around.
UCCU is both a credit union and a full-service mortgage company.
Which means that UCCU always provides the lowest rates and lower insurance premiums than other lenders.
When your mortgage rate and insurance premium are lower, your monthly payment is also lower.
It's just science.
That's more money you can put into your home.
Or back into your pocket.
So if you're thinking about buying or refinancing a home, talk to us.
The credit union that's been putting people over profits for over 60 years.
It's what I do.
It's what I do.
It's what we do.
the difference between buying from Murdoch and buying from somebody else.
In a word, confidence. You'll love our price match guarantee, our 5-day exchange policy,
and don't forget car washes and safety inspections for life. If you need a new vehicle, consider Murdoch Chevrolet. I promise you'll love it.
The Cougars with the ball. Utah Valley up 3 here in the UCCU Center in Orem, Utah. Again, I'm Kyle Bruder with Dylan Harrison on the call. Chicago State has been shooting the ball well. Utah Valley just a little bit better. Alexis Cortez able to get a hand on the ball, and then Madison Grange able to gather up the steal. Utah Valley trying to get a bucket in transition, but wisely send it back out to Maria Carvalho. Williams, she kind of thought about the high-low action, but Grange steps in, misses, and there is Williams with the follow.
That's a couple times here Chicago State's lost a Utah Valley player here on the offensive glass, and Utah Valley taking advantage. Utah Valley's mixed it up here a little bit, going with their 2-3 zone.
Utah Valley is not going to be able to play. They can't afford to leave Cliff alone now. Now that she knocked down that 3 and it's her only shot, Utah Valley has got to respect her. So it'll be interesting to see what they do defensively at this point. But a 2-point lead. Utah Valley hasn't been able to create any real separation. Jensen with the foul.
Yeah, there's a great dish right there, and Megan Jensen doing a great job finishing strong. I think she got hit on both arms by 2 defenders there, but able to knock it down and going for the end one here.
Free throw's good. Jensen with 4 points. Utah Valley takes a 5-point lead. Utah Valley putting on some serious pressure, but an open 3 is up and good. Karstens knocks down her second 3 today. 6 points for Karstens.
Yeah, I won't be surprised here if Utah Valley switches back to a little man-to-man defense. Now that's 2 threes by Chicago State.
Jensen is called for the offensive foul. Neha Sohail will check in for her. 2:51 left in the first quarter, and we are still in a tight one, 19-17. Nice jab step, but the shot is way too long. Offensive rebound goes back to Chicago State. Another 3. Can they do it again? Yes! Crane knocks down the triple. Chicago State, 4 of 5 from downtown. Sohail, straight on 3. It's good.
She'll match it. She'll match it. Oh, great crossover there.
Crafty move inside by Bowers. Bowers with 4 points. We're notched up at 22 apiece. Under 2 minutes to play. Beautiful pass, the lob over the top. Grange inside to Williams. Williams is getting clobbered.
Wow.
And Williams hit the deck pretty hard. I think she hit her elbow on the ground. Grange will check out, and in comes Kiana de los Santos. Quality look for Cortez. She buries the three.
It's a great look right there by the Wolverines, and great job by Cortez, coming in, knocking it down the open three. She was a little quiet, against Ottawa. Didn't really look to score much, but it's a good sign here for her shooting early.
Williams comes down with her fourth rebound. Both teams shooting the ball really well from three. 3 of 3. Utah Valley 100% from downtown, and 4 of 5 for Chicago State. Great pass inside. Williams can't quite connect. Gets her own rebound. Can she finish that time? No, but free throws coming for Josie. She is getting abused down there. I don't know if I've seen the ball go to her that many times in the first quarter.
Oh, yeah, she is definitely getting her work in here this evening. And Chicago State, they just don't have the size to match up with Josie. So, they got to play scrappy, and that's why there's so many fouls here. What's that, 6 fouls on them
7
so far? 7 fouls so far in the first period. But that's what it takes, right? You can't give up easy buckets. Make her earn it from the free throw line. And she stepped it up here after missing a few free throws early on.
Turn and shoot by Cliff, but it's in and out, no good. Under a minute to play in the first quarter. They're looking for Josie again. Carvalho, she has a wide open look from 3. She'll take it and make it. Utah Valley 4 of 4 from downtown.
Yeah, great inside-outside action right there. Josie finding Carvalho wide open. Carvalho knocking it down.
Chicago State trying to hold for virtually the last shot. It's about a 4 to 5 second difference between game clock and shot clock. Pass is knocked away. Kiana de los Santos cleans it up. Sohail, she's going to have a wide open layup to finish the quarter. It falls in just before the buzzer sounds, so a great way for Utah Valley to finish the quarter on a 9-0 run in a minute 41. So that's kind of best case scenario for Utah Valley to finish the quarter.
Yeah, definitely. Utah Valley doing a good job getting hands on the ball right there. It's the shot clock was winding down for Chicago State and able to convert. They got a good little run here going into the second period, and hopefully they can come out and extend it as we progress.
We'll take a break here on the WAC Digital Network. We'll see you here for quarter number 2.
Thinking of buying a home? Think bigger. Because with UCCU's low interest rates and low mortgage insurance rates, you could qualify for more house with the same payment you could get from other local lenders. A mortgage with UCCU gives you more purchase power. That means more money you can put into your home or back into your pocket. To learn more, visit uccu.com/morehouse or stop by any UCCU branch today. More house, same payment. Only at UCCU, inspiring smart mortgage decisions.
When you know before you go how the latest breaking news, traffic, and weather will affect you, that equals a good morning. Wake up with the news specialists on KSL Today, weekdays from 4:30 to 7.
Give your head a Mountain Dew kickstart.
After one quarter, the Wolverines lead by 9. They lead 31-22. Dylan, what are some things that stand out to you after the first quarter? What do you think needs to change for Utah Valley moving into the rest of this game?
Yeah, well, a couple things that are standing out. Both teams shooting at a very high percent. Utah Valley, 100% from the 3, and Chicago State, 80% from 3. both teams doing a good job with the assists, right? You got Chicago State's got 8 assists so far. Utah Valley has 10, and they're limiting turnovers with that. So both teams playing at a high level here early on. For Utah Valley, a couple of things. I think they need to, extend their defense out a little bit. Push Chicago State off that three-point line. Usually you see the opposite, right? But this evening, Chicago State's really knocking them down. So Utah Valley is going to push them off the three-point line here, make them, get some more contested shots inside the paint where Utah Valley's got the height advantage. And Chicago State, they've got to do a better job of boxing out. Utah Valley's been able to get a few extra rebounds, and that's led to some additional points.
4 on the shot clock. Utah Valley's going to have to get it in and shoot quickly. They're able to lob it into Kiana. She'll have to shoot. She'll step back and fire. This one comes up short. It nicks the rim, so it's not a shot clock violation. But Mata Boyks, what a tough shot over Josie Williams and Neha Sohail. Mata Boyks now with 6 points, 2 rebounds, one of the league leaders in rebounds. She's 8.5 rebounds per game, second amongst WAC players. .20 on the shot clock for Chicago State. They'll inbound under the basket. Another 3, another make. Karstens going nuts over there for Chicago State.
Yeah, looks like there's a little confusion with that last possession. Not sure if the shot by Mata Boyks actually counted. I'm seeing it online, but not on the scoreboard. They counted the 3 afterwards, though.
Follow-up is good for Jordan Holland. Cliff. Tough pass inside. We're going to have a foul. Josie Williams can't believe it. Williams first personal, second team foul on Utah Valley. Grange and Sohail check into the game. Cliff tries to dump it down inside, nearly gets knocked out of play.
Yeah, Josie Williams, she's got to be careful, though, on that. I was expecting the referees to blow their whistle on the reach around.
5 on the shot clock. Nice pass inside. Mata Boyks with the crafty lay-in, but credit the dish to Bowers.
Yeah, that was a tough pass. She was getting ridden along that baseline and able to find her teammate on the backside.
Grange thought about the shot. She's left all alone. She needs some help from one of her teammates. I'm glad Williams ran over to her. That's something that'll drive you nuts as a coach, is if one of your players kind of gets pinned down and no one runs to help. Another 3, Utah Valley. 5 of 7, 2 threes for Carvalho. Bowers, the high floater's no good. Where's it going to go? It'll stay with Utah Valley. I meant Chicago State. Robinson will check in for Crane. Bowers is going to go right at Sohail, but Sohail did a nice job cutting her off. Well, they're going to get Bowers for the travel. .7:11 left in the first half. Utah Valley leads by 7.
See if we can get a little high-low action here from the Wolverines.
Grange trying to dump it down inside to Jensen, but is fouled in the process. Karstens commits the personal. Karstens leads all scorers with 11 points. Next closest is Josie Williams with 9. Holland, elbow jumper, in and out, no good. Pass broken up, Sohail cleans it up.
Find Megan right under. Carvalho's got to get a better entry pass into Megan Jensen right there. No one around her.
Just a little off the mark. 4 turnovers for Utah Valley, 5 for Chicago State. Bowers will inbound under the basket, 20 on the shot clock for the Cougars. Bowers gets around that screen, and she's blocked but fouled. So Bowers will head to the free throw line. I have to say, Dylan, I've been really impressed with the way that Bowers has been playing today. Not only can she shoot the ball, she can attack. She has 4 assists already. And the way that she's able to switch directions while basically running full sprint, I've just been really impressed with the way she handles the ball and her decision-making.
Yeah, I agree. She's really athletic. She's able to do a lot off the bounce, able to change directions quickly. And, she does a good job finding her teammates. Like you said, 4 assists. She's had some tough assists, too. They haven't been easy ones, right? But she's able to find her teammates and put them in good situations to score. And that's what's keeping Chicago State in the game.
Beautiful little pass inside. Put that one on a highlight. Jensen with the finish as well. Eight-point lead for Utah Valley, under 6 to play in the half, and Jensen takes it right away from Bowers. Make that Crane, it wasn't Bowers. Holland able to connect in transition. A 10-point lead for Utah Valley.
Chicago State's got to do a good job settling in. They don't want to get anything too rushed here as we see Bowers unable to connect, but they find themselves down 10. You haven't won yet this season, so it's easy to get a little frazzled as you find yourself more and more down, right? As we see Cortez knock down her second 3 of the game, but Chicago State, they've got to stay composed. That's crucial for them.
Cortez was a little quiet the last few games, but has seemed to get back into her old ways. She's a great three-point shooter. Utah Valley 6 of 8 from 3, and they lead by 13. We'll take another break here, and we'll see you in a moment.
In the WAC, we value sportsmanship on the field,
On the track, on the court, in the pool,
and in the stands.
we take pride in playing fair and being honest.
We honor the game by showing respect for our opponents,
The officials.
The fans, and our team.
Great sportsmanship is about keeping everything in perspective.
It's about taking ownership after a loss.
And being humble after a win.
We hope you'll team up with us by staying positive on the sidelines.
Because great sportsmanship is what unites us.
We are the Western Athletic Conference.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions. With exclusive access.
Ready to go?
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app.
We are halfway through the second quarter. Utah Valley leads by 11, 43-32. The Wolverines on a 7-0 run over the last minute. Chicago State has not scored a field goal in 3 minutes. Miller will swing it over to Bowers. Miller tries to go reverse. She is fouled. This is going to go against Jordan Holland, which I believe is going to be her third personal foul. So Holland getting into some foul trouble here in the first half. We're probably going to see her on the bench for the rest of the half. And we'll see if Coach lets her ride it out. No, I think she's going to go. Coach is going to go to Sohail. Free throw's good for Miller. Okay, no Sohail, but it looks like Malufau is checking in for Jordan Holland. Nice pass inside. Cortez turns. Some contact. She thought she was fouled on it, but no whistle.
Definitely hit there on the arm, just like the Chicago State player earlier. And we see a careless turnover here by Nadia Miller. She's just got to shoot that baseline jumper.
Carvalho up top, Malufau. She was looking for Cortez. She'll find her as she curls around. Cortez had a look, decided not to take it though. Jensen, 3 in the key. A little too much time spent there. There could have been a couple shots taken, but a little selfless.
Yeah,
exactly.
Too selfless. That happens sometimes, and that's something Utah Valley's got to do a better job of realizing quicker. They had the switch. Nadia Miller was on Megan Jensen inside, and Utah Valley just found her too late.
I love the pass fake by Miller, but couldn't connect on the shot. Dangerous pass. Malufau was fortunate to get up there and snag it out of the air. Cortez, the runner, is no good. The ball will go back to the Cougars with 3:44 left in the half. Cliff outside, and the shot is no good for Crane. Rebounded by Carvalho.
Ooh, Megan Jensen doing a good job sealing on the inside. She really wants this ball.
Shot clock ticking down. 10 on the shot clock. Carvalho takes a high pick from Malufau. She'll go up. No good, but she is fouled. Carvalho will head to the line.
Looks like the officials are trying to see who kicked the basketball after the play.
Looks like they're going to go to the monitor and see. Jensen claims she did not kick the ball, but they are going to take a look at it. I don't know if we'll be able to see it on our monitor, but we'll stay right here with it. Let's take a look at what we've had so far. Nearly through 2 quarters, Utah Valley is shooting 62% from the floor, which is probably the best all season. They're also shooting 75% from 3, which just is kind of blowing my mind right now.
They've made 6 threes, and they're coming in here averaging 4 per game.
6 in the first half, and the first half isn't over yet. Utah Valley edging in the rebounding battle 15-13. The Wolverines heavily favored in the points in the paint, 20 points in the paint compared to the 8 for Chicago State. Both teams have been passing the ball well. 13 assists for Utah Valley compared to the 5 turnovers, 12 assists for Chicago State, 7 turnovers. So the turnovers a little bit higher for the Cougars, but all in all, it's been a relatively clean game to watch. It hasn't been super sloppy. There's been a couple of moments where, players have gotten a little, lazy with passing, but I've been impressed by both teams.
Definitely. And both teams, they got hit with some quick fouls early on,
right,
especially that first quarter, Chicago State. And here, the second quarter, we see Utah Valley picking up the fouls, right? But, they've done a good job of finding each other, working the ball around, and, it shows in the statistics, right? They're both shooting a very high percentage. And, I want to take a moment to look at the points in the paint. Utah Valley with 20 points in the paint compared to Chicago State's 8. Utah Valley's done a really good job of finding Josie Williams, Megan Jensen inside with the mismatches that they've been finding. So great job by both teams though here early on.
So I'm not entirely sure what happened, but Maria Carvalho just took 3 free throws.
Wasn't one of the Wolverine players who kicked the ball, as one of the Chicago State players who kicked the ball after the play.
So it looks like it was a technical foul on Mata Boix. Carvalho was able to make 3 of 4 free throws.
Yeah, that right there's got potential to be a 6-point swing right now. Only, it still could be if Utah Valley knocks down a 3.
3 minutes left in the half. Madison Grange, the 2 3-point shooters guarding one another. Grange scoops it up. It's no good. Nearly comes up with her own rebound. The ball will stay with Utah Valley.
That's one of those times where you're grateful for the replay system, right? They wanted to call the technical foul on Utah Valley, but it was on Chicago State.
Right. Foul called on Chicago State. Looks like the foul is on Miller. Cortez knocks down the free throw. She'll get one more. Second free throw is good. Utah Valley leads 48-34. Crane to Kraft. To Cliff, excuse me. And a traveling violation on Bowers. Bowers shuffled her feet just a little bit. Cortez takes the 3 but is blocked. Somehow comes up with the ball and a lot of contact. Cortez will inbound the basketball. 17 on the shot clock. 2:27 left in the half.
Cortez, she's been active today. 8 points so far. I want to see a little more from her. I think she's holding back on all of us. She could really be a big-time scorer. I think she's got a great jump shot, really athletic. She just got to dig deep and bring it out.
Malu foul, drop steps, and is fouled. Gave the old pump fake, and then drew some contact, so a lot of free throws coming here. That is foul number 5, so Chicago State, well, both teams are going to be in the bonus the rest of the way. Not a lot of field goals have taken place in the last, looks like, 3 minutes for Utah Valley, no field goals, but 6-0 run over the last minute in free throws. There's that bucket off of the missed free throw. Grange is able to come up with the loose ball, and it's going to stay with Chicago State. Quick catch and shoot is no good. Cortez comes up with the loose ball. Carvalho, driving kick. Cortez, quick trigger. Nearly gets the friendly roll, but doesn't quite get it. Bowers, back out. Straight on three is up. This one's no good. By trying to remember how to pronounce the name. Adedran. Cortez, she'll turn and fire. Too strong off the glass, but there is Megan Jensen. Right place, right time.
Yeah, Utah Valley just doing a good job working it inside. Chicago State has no answer right now, and they're not boxing out.
Cortez, nearly got it to fall despite the foul, but she will head back to the line. A lot of free throws for Utah Valley in the first half. 20 attempts. This is going to be 22 attempts, actually. But they have not shot the ball well from the free throw line. Cortez knocks that one down. Utah Valley as a team is now 12 of 21. This lead could be a whole lot bigger if the Wolverines were shooting the free throws how we typically see them shoot it.
Yeah, usually they're shooting in the 70%. I believe it's 75% from the line for the season so far. And they're just struggling today.
Bowers with a quick catch and shoot, no good. Rebounded by Karstens. .10 on the shot clock. Bowers drives left. Grange can't believe it as Bowers kind of went right into the chest of Grange. There's not much you can do as a defender, but sometimes you're just in a bad position and you get called either way.
Yes, well said, Kyle. That's how I would put it too.
I'm glad you agree.
Yeah.
Bowers knocks down the free throw. 6 points and 5 assists for Bowers.
We saw Karstens, make a few buckets early on for Chicago State, but she's got quiet here in the second period. Utah Valley's done a good job locking her up, and they've switched back to the man-to-man defense, which I think has helped lock down the scoring.
Jensen gets called for 3 seconds again. That's twice today. She's been really aggressive trying to get position, but didn't step outside of the box quite enough on a couple of those possessions. Offensive foul on Karstens. Madison Grange able to draw contact. Utah Valley can hold for the final shot of the half. Miller came running in. Did a great job of getting the officials' attention, we'll just say that.
Yeah, she wanted in for these last 8 seconds.
Carvalho pushing. 5 on the clock. A lot of contact, but no whistle. She's going to have to shoot. Did she get it off in time? Yes, I think so. They're going to have to review it.
Yeah, I thought she wasn't going to see Cortez there underneath, and luckily she was able to find her, and Cortez able to get the shot off in time.
That was really close. I want to see a replay of that. Let's see if we can get one right here. I think she got it.
Yeah.
Utah Valley finishes the half up 20, 56-36. We'll take a break here on the WAC Digital Network. Don't go anywhere for half number 2.
Who am I? And furthermore, what do I want? What makes you itch? That's the most important investigation anyone can make. But you don't find this out until you investigate it. So I always ask the question, what would you like to do if money were no object? How would you really enjoy spending your life? Because if you say that money is the most important thing, you will spend your life completely wasting your time. Forget the money. After all, if you do really like what you're doing, you can eventually become a master of it. And then you'll be able to get a good fee for whatever it is. Therefore, it's so important to consider this question. What do I desire?
Looking to spend that birthday money, Tyler? I'm just not sure which one to get. Well, they are both pretty cool. But saving some of that money would be pretty cool, too. Yep.
When's the right age to teach your children how to save and spend money wisely? Right now. With the Be Money Smart program only at Utah Community Credit Union. Inspiring smart decisions.
If we can see things for what they are, if we can see what they could be, if the plastic we use, we never throw away, if the end of one thing could be the beginning of the next. If we know that less can create more. If we can return, we reciprocate, we regenerate. If we are here for others, if we can work as a team, all we have to do is connect, and the world opens up. The future is about giving back.
How does Costa Vida create the ultimate sweet pork burrito? We start by following our award-winning recipe, one that calls for everything to be made fresh, from scratch every day. Like our beautifully braised pork, seasoned beans, savory sauces, and delicious cilantro lime rice. Even our tortillas are cooked to order. It's a difference you can taste. Treat yourself to the ultimate sweet pork burrito, only at Costa Vida.
Hey, you gonna do this or what? You gotta do it. And keep doing it. Do it big. Bigger. Hit it. Step it up. Always take the risk. Don't just watch it. Put your phone down and do it. Drip splash like that. In a position to win. With one hand behind your back.
One down.
Do it blindfolded.
Next.
Do what your endorsement deal say you shouldn't.
Section 43C, no rope swing over canyon ducks.
Like what's happening? Do what they say you can't.
Can you?
Because there are those who don't and those who do. Yes, sir. Let's do.
Utah has embodied the spirit of industry. From the first transcontinental railroad to the first department store, we've led the way. As part of the Murdoch Auto team, we're proud to carry on this tradition. That's because when we say you are the heart of our business, it's more than just a slogan. It's our commitment to the values we all hold dear with no regrets. You've got to come see why you truly are the heart of our business. Murdoch Hyundai of Linden, part of the Murdoch Auto team. Click MurdochHyundaiLinden.com.
Make some noise! Let's do this.
Buddy.
Showtime, come on. Creative, the world needs an answer. Give us the answer. Creativity is the answer. Never play on repeat. Put your own spin on things. Let a new wave begin.
All right, come on, let's go.
2 seconds. Creators run the show. We want the answer. From the cage to the stage. Rise up. From the streets to the pros.
So much.
Creativity is the answer to a world divided. Tear down those walls. Make worlds unite. Flip the script. Rewrite the room. Creativity is the answer. Now over to you.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions. With exclusive access.
Ready to go? Sounds fun.
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app.
In the WAC, we value sportsmanship on the field,
On the track, on the court, in the pool,
and in the stands.
We take pride in playing fair and being honest.
We honor the game by showing respect for our opponents,
The officials.
The fans, and our team.
Great sportsmanship is about keeping everything in perspective.
It's about taking ownership after a loss.
And being humble after a win.
We hope you'll team up with us by staying positive on the sidelines.
Because great sportsmanship is what unites us.
We are the Western Athletic Conference.
We are about to start the second half of this matchup between Utah Valley and Chicago State. The Wolverines hosting the Cougars. I'm Kyle Bruder alongside Dylan Harrison. The Wolverines put on a little bit of a clinic, if you want to call it that, in the first half. They shot 58% as a team, 60% from three. But you got to credit Chicago State. Despite being down 20, a lot of that run happened at the very end of the second quarter. Utah, and a lot of trips to the free throw line, a lot of turnovers and fouls. Not as many turnovers for Utah Valley, but Chicago State has shot the ball well as a team as well. They're at 40% right now. They took a dip towards the end of the half, but they're shooting 5 of 10 from downtown, and they're 7 of 8 from the free throw line. So doing a lot of great things. 12 assists as well for Chicago State. And we are back in it. Quarter number 2 is underway. Jordan Holland drives in left, pulls up, can't connect. Great move, but couldn't quite get it down the net there.
Yeah, she did a good job changing directions. Just came up a little short there. As we're going to have an early jump ball here.
Sohail did a nice job wrapping up Bowers. Karstens. It's a tough matchup for Bowers with Sohail guarding her. She's able to get around and fire up a shot. It comes up way too long, though. That will result in Wolverine ball. 9:17 left in the quarter. Less than a minute gone by.
Yeah, we'll have to pay attention to the next possession here. Not sure if Carvalho and Sohail had switched on that, and that's how Sohail ended up on Bowers, or if that's just the matchup they want because they know, Bowers is the leading scorer for Chicago State.
Sohail gets the ball stripped away. Holland down inside, Josie Williams. We didn't see her a whole lot in the second quarter. Saw her a whole lot in the first quarter. I imagine she was getting a breather. But Williams up to 11 points.
Yeah, it looks like Sohail is on Bowers. Really doing a good job of limiting her offense.
Williams really surprised. She kind of got hit in the face, and you can see the look on her face, like, what?
Yeah.
Free throws up and good for Crane. Second free throw up and good. Lead is back at 20. Grange down inside Williams. Holland, she'll take the three. This one's no good.
Good steal.
Holland, great read into the passing lane. She's going to attack, goes up with the left. No whistle. She can't believe it. I thought there may have been a foul there.
Yeah, it looked like she got hit across the wrist there. She was going to her left side. Official just didn't have the angle on it.
This three's good for Holland. She takes another one. No hesitation. 9 points for Jordan. Utah Valley shooting 7 of 12 from downtown. Mata Boyk, she'll turn and shoot. No good. Carvalho with the rebound. Carvalho with 8 assists and 3 rebounds. Sohail, corner three is off the mark. Holland with the long rebound. Carvalho, smart decision. She couldn't find Williams underneath and decided to take it herself. Carvalho with 11 points and 8 assists. Hasn't missed a shot yet.
She's doing a great job. Not only for herself, but for her teammates. 8 assists already. That's outstanding.
Bowers has the ball sent back by Josie Williams.
Single game assist record for Utah Valley's 13, so we'll have to keep an eye out.
There's a lot of time left.
8 already, 13 is doable.
Shot is good for Chicago State, and I think we're going to have a foul. This is going to go against Deidre. Wright has checked into the game for Utah Valley, running point. Wright finds a lane, kicks it out. Grange, corner 3. Ew, no good. In and out. Sohail gets a hand on the ball. Chicago State maintains possession. Bowers has a good look at 3. It comes up short. Grange with the rebound.
Great box out by Grange. Carson unable to make a play on the ball because she was being so well boxed out.
Holland tries to drop in. No good. And the jump ball, I think it's the right call. We were talking about Maria Carvalho a moment ago with those 8 assists. Carvalho's career high and season high is actually 9 assists. She nearly had a triple-double against BYU this year. 10 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists, 5 steals.
Wow.
Jensen down inside to Holland. Grange has a look from 3. She'll fire. No good. Jensen turns and gets blocked. Wolverines have had a lot of second chance opportunities, but haven't been able to capitalize on too many as of late. Jensen, baseline jumper is way too strong, but there is Wright. Holland, the reverse and the foul. She will head to the line.
It was a good move by Holland, taking her baseline and working it with the reverse. Unable to convert, but it's a good way to attack the basket. You're able to use the hoop to shield the defender from blocking the shot and going to the line here.
Holland, no good on the free throw line. She has not made one today. She's 0 of 4 from the free throw line. Kind of rare. She usually shoots the ball pretty well.
Her.
0 of 5. Has not connected from the free throw line. Turnover on the Cougars. They were looking for a push in the back as Cliff wasn't able to get a hand on it.
Yeah, there might have been a little bit of a push, but that's more an errant pass. I don't even think it was catchable, even if there was a push or not.
Cortez back to Holland. Holland has a lane. She'll scoop it up. No good, but she is fouled. You can see the frustration on Holland's face. She's just like, I can't get the ball in the hole right now. She keeps going to the free throw line, hasn't been able to connect. She's 4 of 8. She did make a 3. She's 1 of 2 from distance. She's not having a bad game by any means, but let's see if she can get a free throw or 2 to fall this trip.
Yeah, it's not like her. Usually this 15-footer is her sweet spot, whether it's a free throw or in-game action. She loves the free throw line or elbow extended. She loves those jump shots, so it's good to see her knock down these 2, and hopefully she can get out of this free throw slump.
Able to get those, and Utah Valley leads 65-41.
Oh,
a lot of contact as Crane was attacking. Crane will head to the free throw line. Two fouls on Jensen. Free throw is up and good for Crane. 8 points for Crane. 4 Wolverines in double figures. Cortez leading the way with 13 points. Holland with 11, Carvalho with 11, and Williams with 11. Kiana De Los Santos back into the game. She had a look from 3, but decided not to pull the trigger. Cortez got stripped, but the ball went right back into her hands. I don't know how it happened, but it's there. Wright. They were looking for a double dribble. Wright, she'll fire a corner 3. It looks like it was deflected. Karstens will bring it up. And Cortez will be called for the foul.
It was a good idea by Cortez, jumping that pass, unable to get a hand on the ball, and the Chicago State player Crane just landed on her. She came down with that, so it's got to be called.
We'll take a break here on the WAC Digital Network. 4:44 left in the third quarter. The Wolverines up big.
Oh, hey, you got one of those insurance apps too? You know how this thing works?
No, sorry. Not an app, it's my agent.
In this moment,
No, I'm fine, thanks.
it's good to know you have a trusted, independent auto owner's insurance agent who's there when you need them.
Great.
Man, I gotta get one of those.
Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people.
Neil Dastrup Insurance, your local independent auto owners insurance agency, supports UVU athletics.
Chicago State with the ball. 4:35 left to go in the third quarter. Utah Valley trying to trap again. Shot clock down to 7. Tried to get it inside to Mata Boyks, but unable to do so. Cortez cleans it up.
Looking a little high-low action, or Jordan Holland will just take it all by herself.
Holland, tough lane to the basket, able to score 13 points now for Jordan. Shot up and no good, and a battle for it goes into the hands of Wright. A lot of contact there. We'll have a foul against Adedrin. That'll be her second personal foul. Kiana on the right wing. They're looking for Jensen. Jensen battling for position. Barely gets a hand on the ball. Somehow pops it up to Kiana.
Backside. Ooh.
8 on the shot clock. Holland's going to have to get a shot off. She'll attack.
Wow.
And
I don't know how there wasn't a foul on that. Holy cow.
I don't know, but Chicago State taking advantage of the pause. Bowers unable to connect on the diving drive. Utah Valley with numbers. De Los Santos open. She catches. Decided not to shoot. Ended up in the tricky travel situation.
Yep.
Those are
Gotta
tough.
Shoot the three. Both teams really struggling here this third period as they had a hot first half, but unable to find momentum.
Holland was able to have, she scored that layup not too long ago, but other than that, not a lot of scoring going on by either team. They're going to have to get a shot off pretty quick. Mata Boix, she'll turn and fire. It's no good. De Los Santos comes up with the rebound. She'll kick it in, and Jensen able to score in transition.
Great job by De Los Santos running the court and finding Jensen on the dish. Chicago State just stuck in the middle.
Quick catch and shoot by Karstens. Karstens, as you said earlier, Dylan, had gone quiet. We hadn't seen much from her since early in the first half, and she's shooting the ball well. 14 points to lead all scorers, 5 of 7 from the field and 4 of 5 from downtown.
Yeah, Carson, she's got a great stroke. I mean, you said it. She's shooting at a high percentage. We saw her knocking down shots in the first period. Utah Valley locked her up the second period, and she went a little cold. But her and Bowers, they lead the team, the Chicago State team, in scoring. So they've got to find opportunities. And when you find yourself this far down, you've got to start taking advantage any place and time you can.
Under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Karstens up top. Tried to dump it down inside to Mata Boix, but it was a little too high, so that'll be a Cougar turnover. The turnovers have started to mount for the Cougars, 17 now. 10 turnovers for Utah Valley, but 18 assists as a team. So Utah Valley in a pretty good spot. Carvalho thought she was going to shoot it. She knocked down a couple threes earlier on, but Grange takes the easier path to the basket and scores. Madison with 7 points. Shot up, no good. Williams, I would have loved to see her shoot that three. Holland catches and is fouled right under the basket. That is the 5th team foul on Chicago State, so we will be looking at free throws for Jordan. Utah Valley, 3 of their last 3 from the field after going super cold for about 3 minutes. So they've finally started turning things around, and Holland knocks down a free throw. She is 3 of 8 on the evening. And Utah Valley, just as a whole, still just, I don't know if we're going to see a very good percentage from the free throw line in general. Looks like it's 16 of 28 as a team, 57%. Karstens with the handoff.
Courtney Crane for Chicago State, she's been able to draw a foul multiple times when she's attacking the basket. She does a good job of drawing contact on the body of the defender. She might be getting blocked up top, but she's able to get into them and get that body contact. And she's gotten to the line here a couple times.
It's smart. She can knock those down. She's 6 of 6 from the free throw line with 11 points. So if she can get to the free throw line, that's really kind of what separates some good players from some really, really good players, is being able to get to the free throw line.
Yeah.
Josie Williams, speaking of free throws, will head to the line. She was battling for position and got bumped a little too hard. Free throw is up and good for Josie. 12 points for Williams now.
I think Josie Williams has had to battle more this game than any other game this season. You know, you'd think it'd be the opposite, right? When you're playing a team that's bigger, that you'd have to be more physical. But
yeah,
Chicago State's been scrappy, and she's had her hands full every time she's gotten the ball.
Very full. Crane with a crossover. She floats it up, and there was a foul, but this time it was on her. Offensive foul on Crane, her third personal foul. Chicago State might be in a little bit of trouble come the fourth quarter. Mata Boyks has 4 personal fouls. Crane has 3. Karstens has 3. Cliff has 4. Shot is no good. Karstens with the long rebound. Karstens hesitates but couldn't get around Sohail. Crane, too strong. .4 on the game clock. Shot clock is turned off. They're going to have to get a shot off. Crane, she's going to have to fire up. Can't quite get there. The floater is no good. 3 quarters in, Utah Valley 75, Chicago State 48. The third quarter was a little sloppier than what we have been used to. Utah Valley shooting 37% for the half, 14 from 3. They are shooting 78 or 75% as a team from the free throw line in the second half, so that's improved drastically. But leading the way for Utah Valley is Jordan Holland with those 15 points. 1 more quarter to go. Let's see if Chicago State can claw back into this one. We'll see you then.
About the car shopping experience at Murdoch Hyundai that has everyone talking. Maybe it's the safety inspections or the car washes for life. It could be the price match guarantee, or maybe it's just the way you're treated. Come fall in love in Linden, Logan, and Murray at Murdoch Hyundai. Your no regrets dealer.
Chicago State to inbound on the sideline. The Dedrin in to Crane. Karstens picked up by Sohail. Sohail gets a hand right in her face. And Williams hits the deck. Utah Valley looking for a foul. Carvalho, again, we're keeping an eye on her with those 8 assists. 9 is a career high for her. Carvalho, she'll take a 3. She's hit a couple early. This one's no good off the back iron. It's actually Carvalho's first miss today.
You know, that happens, right? You're going to miss. She's been spectacular from the field here this evening. You know, unable to knock that one down. It's a great look, though.
Tough sweeping scoop shot is no good for a Dedrin.
Assist number 9 coming.
Carvalho up top. Oh, man, no whistle either. Grange really was expecting the foul call. Good grief. Chicago State will hold on to possession. Utah Valley still leads 75-48. Bowers with the hesitation, steps back. Tough shot, hits the side of the backboard. Sohail able to gather it up. Now Williams, a lot of contact, no whistle.
See if we can find Josie Williams inside. She's posting up.
Williams goes reverse. No good. Gets her own rebound.
Just getting hammered.
First team foul for either team. They go back inside to Josie. Josie backing in. Can't connect. Gets another rebound. This one will go. Josie padding the stats as she is at, let's see where she is. Josie with 13 points, 7 rebounds. Make that 15 points and 8 rebounds. I apologize. 4 assists for Josie as well. Carvalho comes up with the loose ball. They're looking for Josie again. Josie, great position. Easy bucket for Josie Williams. 17 points for Josie, closing in on that career high that she set just one game ago at 20. Bowers with the long, I think it was just inside the three-point line, no good. Holland, quick trigger from 3, no good.
You know, we talked about this earlier, the Chicago State, they've got a short bench. You know, they've had a couple injuries in the first half, and, you know, they're just looking gassed right now. You know, they only scored 12 points in that third quarter. They've yet to score here in the fourth. You know, a lot of players with hands on their hips. I think it's evident as we see Utah Valley, you know, make a line change here. You know, Chicago State, they don't have the luxury to do that.
Wright, Malufau, Cortez, De Los Santos, and Jensen in for Utah Valley. Jensen tried to drop step, but great defense by Chicago State. She wasn't able to get the shot she was looking for. Wright, she'll take the 3 and make the 3. Utah Valley now 8 of 20 from downtown. They were shooting a blistering hot percentage in the first half, but they have missed a lot of threes since then. 40% as a team is still not bad.
No, they've doubled their season average of 4 per game. This is an opportunity for the Wolverines to, you know, be a little more free-flowing, no hesitation when they're shooting. Right, they're expected to win this basketball game, so, you know, oftentimes you can, you know, kind of play loose.
Kiana had a look from 3, but Cortez will take it instead. No good. Cortez able to get in that passing lane, comes up with the steal. A lot of contact. A little late on the whistle. Second team foul on the Cougars with 5:42 left in the game.
Cortez, she does a good job of anticipating. She's got 3 steals already, and that one was her 4th, I believe. Now she's always looking to jump those passing lanes.
Kiana way too strong on the 3 ball. Another turnover for the Cougars. That'll make turnover number 20. The ball ends up in the hands of the official.
See if we can't find Malufau or Megan Jensen here off of pick and roll.
Cortez, she'll scoop it. Can't quite get there. Both teams are looking gassed at this point. Karsten's attacking Wright, and Wright comes up with the foul. All right, immediate timeout on the floor. Utah Valley leads 81-48 with 4:55 left in the game. We'll take another break here.
You only need to answer one question. Will you accept the challenge to become No matter where you are in life, no matter your interests, from award-winning accounting to marketing and entrepreneurship programs, there's a place for you at Utah Valley University. A place to engage, to rise, to succeed, to become.
How does Costa Vida create the ultimate sweet pork burrito? We start by following our award-winning recipe, one that calls for everything to be made fresh, from scratch every day. Like our beautifully braised pork, seasoned beans, savory sauces, and delicious cilantro lime rice. Even our tortillas are cooked to order. It's a difference you can taste. Treat yourself to the ultimate sweet pork burrito, only at Costa Vida.
Karsten's at the free throw line for the Cougars. Utah Valley has all but won their third straight game. The Wolverines really struggled at the beginning of the season. Coach Nielsen, in his first year as head coach, when you have a new coaching staff, a new system, a handful of new players, it's always quite the learning curve. But it seems like the Wolverines are starting to come together at the right time. This is the first game of conference play. They play Chicago State today, obviously, and they will play on Saturday against the Roos of Kansas City. Free throw is up and good for Karstens. She's up to 14 points. Make that 15 points to lead the Cougars. Wright gets wrapped up near the free throw line.
I'd like to see Wright when she takes it there to the across the free throw line. Mata Boyche was right there. If Wright would stop and do a little spin move, she had the entire backside wide open. I think she could get to the basket. It's just something, you know, for her to be thinking about as, you know, she watches game film later on.
Wright unable to connect on the three-point attempt. Karsten's back out to Crane. Bowers with a nice shot fake, but came up way too long on the shot. If you take a look at the standings, I know that this is the first day of conference play ultimately, so the standings can certainly change pretty quickly, but right now, something just incredibly interesting to me is that New Mexico State was heavily favored as the number one team by both the coaches and the media in the polls, and New Mexico State 3-10 on the season so far. So New Mexico State is typically the head team, the top dog when it comes to the Western Athletic Conference, but they have struggled so far. Granted, they haven't played any conference games yet. They're probably playing one today. We can take a look at that. Great pass inside to Kiana De Los Santos.
Yeah, we'll have to take a look, see if we can dig a little deeper on, you know, their schedule and who they've played. You know, possibly their coach likes to, you know, schedule as hard as possible non-conference games, you know, to get them prepped, so that, you know, that's part of the reason why they win the WAC so many times.
Wright was unable to connect, but there was Megan Jensen to clean it up. We'll have to take another timeout here on the WAC Digital Network. Utah Valley leads by 35.
looking to spend that birthday money, Tyler? I'm just not sure which one to get. Well, they are both pretty cool. But saving some of that money would be pretty cool, too. Yep.
When's the right age to teach your children how to save and spend money wisely? Right now, with the Be Money Smart program only at Utah Community Credit Union. Inspiring smart decisions.
Utah Valley leading 85-50 with 3:09 left in the game. Let's take a quick look around the WAC right now. New Mexico State currently playing California Baptist, and New Mexico State leads 51-46 with 5:49 left in the game. So it looks like they're in for a pretty tight one there. Rebounded by Kiana De Los Santos. She's able to pop the ball out to Malufau. Utah Valley with possession. Marcus with the three is no good. Jensen comes up with the offensive board and is fouled under the basket. Right, beautiful pass inside. Jensen can't connect. The ball goes back to Jensen, and she can't connect the second time. So I think we may see free throws coming for Jensen, as this one may have been on the shot. Another WAC game currently underway. Seattle University against Kansas City. Utah Valley will be hosting Kansas City on Saturday. The Roos up 36-28 at the end of the first half. And that is all for today. Free throws no good for Jensen. The score is still 85-50 in favor of the home team, your Wolverines. Miller will take a free throw line jumper and knock it down.
It's a good play by Miller. She's really active on both ends of the floor. She's a hustle player. We saw her earlier, pass up the jump shot and ended up traveling. But this time, no hesitation. She pulled up, knocked it down.
Shot no good. Bowers decides to take the long two.
Ooh, tough box out by Macy Marcus on Crane. Crane hurt her lower back there a little bit.
Step up, see?
Right. She'll float it up. No good. Utah Valley, 0 of their last 5 attempts. Baseline jumper is no good, but an offensive rebound by Adedrin is good. Her first bucket today. And Utah Valley leads by 31.
A great find. Great find by De Los Santos.
She kind of swung it to the right, faked to go to Marcus, and then dumped it down inside to Jensen.
Just slipping that ball screen there. Chicago State not paying attention.
Back-to-back shots and makes by Adedrin, this time a 3-ball. Beautiful pass inside to Malufau. She is able to score and get on the board. She actually did have a free throw earlier, my mistake. 3 points for Malufau. Crane was able to get to the free throw line again, something that we were talking about a little earlier. Really good at getting to the free throw line, whether she makes the shot or not. She's only 2 of 8 from the field, but 6 of 6 from the free throw line.
And you got to play to your strengths as a player. She knows that she can shoot it well. She's feeling a little pain from the box out by Macy Marcus, who I thought it was a solid box out. So just unfortunate that she's got a little pain coming, but that's her strength. She's able to draw the contact, able to get to the line, and she shoots it well.
Utah Valley will dribble it out. Your final score here in Orem, Utah is going to be 89-58. The Wolverines have won 3 straight. A solid victory for the Wolverines, and will hopefully ride that 3-game victory high into Saturday's game. Remember, the Wolverines will be hosting the Roos of Kansas City at 2 p.m., so be sure to tune in on the WAC Digital Network for that. We'll take a quick little break here and hopefully get a little post-game with Coach Nielsen. It's true. All right, welcome back on the WAC Digital Network. We're here with head coach Nielsen after their 3rd straight victory, your first three-peat as a coach here. How does it feel to get 3 straight?
Really good. We've talked the whole year about getting ready going into conference, and hopefully now we got a little momentum going. I was glad to see it was a good team effort. Everybody got some good minutes. First quarter was a little sloppy defensively, but I was glad the last 3 quarters we played pretty well.
You guys were able to get Josie involved really early on again. How do you think that impacts the way that you guys are able to play the rest of the game when the opposing team has to focus so much on her in the paint?
Yeah, and it's a good observation. It's on purpose. We want to get her the ball early because we feel like it collapses the defense into the paint, opens up shooters. She had a couple nice kickouts tonight. And then also typically it drops the other big down in the paint, and then you saw Jordan was able to drive the ball pretty well tonight and get to the free throw line.
The one thing that it seemed like Utah Valley struggled with a little bit today was free throws.
Yes.
A lot of free throws didn't fall. The margin of victory could have been a lot bigger had the free throw percentage been a little bit better. What do you guys do to tighten that up a little bit?
I think it's getting back and shooting more. It's the old saying, practice. Got to practice if you want to improve. We've really shot the free throws really pretty well this year, and I think it was a good reminder that we need to continually be getting our shots up every day. We maybe have slacked on that a little bit. Yeah, 18 for 32 is not where we want to be. I do like seeing 48-10 in the paint. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
If we make those free throws, we'd be right around 100, which is good.
All right, Coach, last thing here, you've got another conference game coming up. You want to try and extend that win streak to 4 against a tough team in the Roos of Kansas City.
Right.
What do you guys have to do to come away with that next win?
I think we have to be better defensively than we were today. UMKC is a very well-coached team. They have some very good players, and they run their stuff really well. As we've watched bits and pieces of their film this week, and we'll spend a good amount of time tonight. I think we have to be better defensively, and we can't let points leave them out on the court. So like you mentioned, free throws, anything around the basket, we got to finish, and we're going to have to be really tight defensively on Mattingly. And then the small things, offensive rebounds, those kind of things we have to limit. But UMKC is playing well, but I think we are too, and I'm excited for Saturday. Hopefully we can get a few more people out to the game. It would be great.
Awesome. We'll see you then, Coach. Thank you for your time.
Appreciate
it. All right, that was head coach Nielsen. We'll get Dylan Harrison on the mic here for just conference play just barely starting, but after a rough start to the season, they're starting to click. It seems like we're witnessing a little bit of a different Wolverine team than what we saw at the beginning of the year. So, what have you seen, based on, the broadcast that we've done here, what have you seen that has been a little bit different and how the Wolverines have started to grow together?
Yeah, I think the Wolverines have started to find themselves, right? Players are learning their roles. They're understanding Coach Nielsen's system. They're understanding how to play with each other, and they're really developing as a team at the right time. They've come off, like you said, 3 straight wins. They've been able to play freely these last 3 games. Maybe due to lesser competition, Utah State was a quality win. The last 2, a little lesser competition, right? But I don't want to downplay the competition too much. Utah Valley has been playing exceptionally well these last few games.
Yeah.
And, they're going to have their hands full here this Saturday as they play, against UMKC, right? And so, they got to come out with energy. I thought they lacked a little bit of energy here this evening against Chicago State. So hopefully we see them come out, the senior leader, Jordan Holland, come fired up, ready to go and lead this team to a 4th consecutive victory.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us here on the WAC Digital Network, Utah Valley. Again, your final score, 89-58. The Wolverines have been putting up some serious points. 89 today, 99 in their last game. Let's see if they can continue the high-scoring trend. 5 players in double figures for Utah Valley again, and that's something, before we leave, I want to mention that the Wolverines, it's been a balanced attack. When you have 4 or 5 different players in double figures on a regular basis, it's so hard to defend that because you can't just lock into one single player that's pouring in 20 points a game. So I'm excited to see what happens, as it really seems like Coach Nielsen has got these girls to buy in to his system. They're playing well together. 23 assists as a team compared to 10 turnovers. That's really good. That's some of the best comparison, best assist to turnover ratio that I've seen with this Wolverine team in a number of years. And if they can not necessarily repeat that exactly, but at least be close to that, then they're going to be in a good position. So, again, I'm Kyle Bruder. He's Dylan Harrison, and we will see you on Saturday at 2 p.m. as the Wolverines host UMKC.